Every time we're on the shift together, I'm like, yo, at the time I was married, I'm like, yo, boss, wagwan. I'm married. She said, all men cheat. And I was like, leave me alone. I don't want to be all men.
You don't want to be all men, but you know what I mean? You're the conquest.
Go conquer somewhere else, man. Christopher Columbus
You're
is.
the conquest.
Christina Columbus.
Especially if they're especially if they are of the attitude of all men cheat, then some way, somehow, I can make you cheat. That's the attitude. It's the attitude.
The Podical Sons.
Howdy ho. I'm Marvelous.
And I'm not your average Joseph.
And we are the Podical Sons. This show is hilariously inappropriate for intellectual blown beliefs. Let's start the show.
Sons, baby.
Like, comment, subscribe, all the above. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us, for coming through and stuff and everything.
Of course.
If you're not a regular, don't be shy. We'll earn your subscribe. And don't forget to hit the like button and
Hit
stuff.
that like button.
All streaming platforms possible, Podical Sons Podcast. And the socials at Podical Sons. You can see these faces and you can hear these voices and stuff on all the streaming platforms and see them on YouTube and the socials as well. Boom. How you feeling today,
I'm
man?
feeling good, man. How you feeling, though?
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm on a new quest now.
You're on a new quest.
I'm on a new quest.
What's this about?
I'm ready for my Rick Rubin beard now.
Yeah.
No Shave November.
No Shave November. Okay.
I seen one guy and stuff for there. I was like, yo, how you get your lion mane like that? Whatever. He's like, I see you got a healthy one.
Right.
So I was like, yeah. He's like, fuck shaving for 4 months, 120 days. Whatever you have after 120 days,
Yeah.
that's what you line up. So I was like, yo, but my neck be killing me. He's like, let it rock. So I was like, all right. So he's like, right now, he's like, right now, why it's low and stuff like that, because it was lower before.
Right.
He's like, yo, let's get a little soft brush and just brush the bitch. Start taming the motherfucker before it come up and everything. The oils and all that type of stuff. We'll get to it. The itch is gone. And then I promise you, like day 2, I was like, okay. So I was like, I'm going to commit to this
You're
stuff.
gonna commit to
I'm
it.
going to commit.
Okay. 120
days.
120
So I want to say March 15th.
days.
By like March
folks.
15th and stuff, whatever. That would be my update. I set an alert in my phone.
All right.
And everything.
So Grizzly till then.
Yo, I want to, when I'm ready to be like.
Grizzly. This is a face boy. I don't know if he can hold out Grizzly till then. We'll see. March, you said?
Yeah.
March. Okay.
Come on, face what?
He's a face boy.
You think so?
Yeah. He likes his lineup.
Yeah, I feel dirty.
Yeah.
I feel
that's
dirty
what I'm saying.
sometimes, whatever.
That's
But
it.
I was like, maybe I might just like, tap up here,
Right.
but then not everything else.
Just let it rock.
Take me as I am.
Okay.
Like a 35-year-old woman. So I'm good and stuff, whatever. But then, oh yeah. The other thing about this past week and shit like that, whatever it was. Yo, the technology is like moving too fast for me. I realized that. I realized that like, here I am trying to become more spiritually awakened, doing my ones and twos, touching grass, hugging trees, doing all of the above, meeting the people, understanding the world and everything. I'm like, let me touch technology. I haven't touched technology in a minute. I was like, Instagram look all different and shit. I was like, what do you do at the bottom? I was like, why did they move this there? And then I went to like another thing and I was like, okay, so after I'm done touching grass, I need to touch keyboard again. So I realized that like, yo, even just let's say, I'll say this. I was more in tune and in touch with technology during the pandemic.
Right.
I want to say 2021 and everything like that when, we were able to kind of go outside and get a little more freedom and shit like that, whatever. I said, fuck it. And just kind of dibbled and dabbled and everything like that. Remember, AI came out in 2020 and during the pandemic time, right? And then look how ChatGPT went from ChatGPT to 5.
Yeah.
Right? Within the course of a few years and stuff, whatever. And then I think just internet, just in general, like even with the lingo and everything like that, these kids are pissing me off with this 6'7", 6'7", 6'7".
That's okay.
No, but the thing and stuff is that I feel like Isaac Newton said, the Fountain of Youth relies on throwing around old teachings and old falsehoods.
Right.
So I look at it stuff as like, yo, Fountain of Youth is kind of hard to catch up to. It's like you fall back and then next thing you know, whatever, GPT has like DeepSeek like to battle it and everything like that.
Yeah.
Then these other AI programs and
Yeah.
technology is moving fast, man.
For you now, with all the stuff that's happening around you, are you finding yourself as fast as it's moving? Do you have a fear of falling behind, and you find yourself doing a little bit stuff or doing stuff a little bit different to keep with the pace? Or
no, and so I do have the fear. I want to say it's not like a major fear, but I would look at it stuff as like something minor.
right?
Like I have a fear of like to be left behind with certain things because I look at it stuff as where, let's say, I have my ones and twos,
Right.
right? I do have my regular things and stuff with technology that we're used to use, and now they're getting a new interface, a new update, and new this, that, and the third and stuff, whatever, right? And I'm looking like, we didn't need that. I didn't need that.
No, we don't. I think the problem with technology and technology moving so fast, and especially in the stage that we are, where everybody's fighting for your attention. They're always trying to look for that thing that's new, that's gonna try to keep you there, right?
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily. And the reason is like what's so out of place to a person like you is because you're not a constant doom scroller. You're not somebody who's
I know
24/7, right? So any little bit of time away, it's like multiplied years.
I know,
to you when you come back.
and to the people who are like constant doom scrollers and everything,
nothing.
they're looking like, shut up, bitch.
Yeah,
this is Tuesday.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What do you mean? This feature was like here 3
that's
weeks
how you're probably
ago.
looking like I'm cuckoo.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
I'm
But I'm like, I know what you're talking about because I'm looking at the play arrow. I'm like, what is that, a play arrow now? That at the bottom of the screen, I'm like, yo, shit is different. And
because I was like, yo, did I miss that? And then even the other day, someday, like when the weather was decent, I was like, all right, you know what? It ain't that cold and stuff like that. And then like throw on the long johns and I went for a walk, right?
Right.
So I'm like, okay, snow's melted. I can go for a walk again and stuff, whatever. And I think I started my music.
Yeah.
Right. So when I started my music and stuff and I'm getting ready to go out the door and everything like that, it was good. Then I was like, let me change playlist. Open up my my YouTube music app, whatever. Then I'm like, if this is outdated, please hit yes and we'll update it, whatever. I was like, bitch, it looks fine to me, whatever, right?
Right.
So then I was like, let me Google what the fuck it might look like and stuff, whatever. Not much change, but then like extra bells and whistles. And I was like, oh man.
what version phone do you have right now?
I have a 12 mini.
12 mini. Okay. So, because I want to say back in August, when we were sitting down with the designers and so forth like that for the apps, they were already doing stuff with liquid glass in mind.
Oh.
Right?
And that's all I think 15, 16, and 17.
Yeah, 15, 16, and 17.
iPhones. Yeah.
So he was already saying, well, and his analogy was, you gotta skate where the puck is going, right? Mm-hmm. So we know that liquid glass is coming. So most of the developers they're automatically starting to build a system around that whole experience.
Gotcha.
So what we're seeing now is a lot of these updates are happening behind the scenes because of the new operating system. So, and again, it's still a lot of fine tuning, right? So that's why they're asking you, well, if it shows weird on your phone, well, maybe it's because they're saying, well, maybe because you have a 17, but you haven't updated the latest version.
No, so
and 17 yet.
So I updated the iOS 26, whatever, right?
Right.
So when I updated that and stuff, I was like, it looks crisp.
Yeah.
It looks crisp and stuff like that, whatever, to like the regular eye and everything and stuff like that. And things feel a little bit smoother. But I was like, all right, cool. I'm okay with this. I can get jiggy with this and stuff like that, whatever.
Right.
And then now certain apps get spiced. So I seen like one icon and stuff look different. Like, fuck is that? Because the icon before for the particular app was, I think, like reddish orange.
Yeah.
And now it's like blue and white. So I'm like, the fuck? So now I'm looking like, all right, then look at it, whatever. They're like, here's what's new with iOS 26. And I was like, yeah, I like the basic shit. Just like, don't go too far.
Yeah.
Or just make a little arrow like, all right, all the new updates is here in case you want to fuck with it. But they're like, no, we're changing the whole interface. Fuck you. I was like, Hulk sad. Hulk sad. But
Follow along, Hulk.
Yeah.
Follow along.
What about you, Joy, this week, man?
I got to see my grandma, man. Yeah,
That's dope.
I went in and spoke with her and shared a few smiles and a few laughs. And it's been a minute that I've seen her, and who knows? So yeah, that definitely put a smile on my face because I've been wanting to go, but time and certain restraints kind of kept me from going, but I made it. I was able to make it.
No, I feel like everybody should take time and stuff. Create the time for the elder folks before it gets to the darker moments. Because I look at it stuff as where the dopest thing. I know somebody and stuff. Periodically they go link with their grandmother, and it threw me off and stuff. But it was the sweetest thing in the world. And the man's like, "Yo, boss." He's like, yeah, I can't do it this Saturday afternoon and stuff, whatever. If any case, Saturday evening, I can get free from my grandma with us. I'm like, your grandma got you in a Cobra Clutch? She's like, no, she has me, I bring her food and then we dance to some music and everything. Like I'm like, he's like, yeah. She used to be a dance instructor in her heyday.
Okay.
And stuff like that, whatever. And slash, I think PSW, personal support worker.
Right.
So she used to do both of those and stuff in her heyday, raise the mom and like the uncle and stuff like that, whatever. And then like when she retired from the PSW thing, she kind of just went back just teaching like at different places and stuff, whatever. So grandmother, like since the grandfather passed, he's like, oh, she doesn't really have that time to dance and get jiggy with anybody.
Right.
So it's like he will go over there or his sister might go over there and stuff like that and everything. And then I was like, yeah. And then he was telling me, I was like, so I intentionally FaceTime him on purpose. He said, what the fuck you FaceTime me for, whatever. I'm like, I want to confirm you with your granny. So then the grandma was like, hey, you want to come by and dance? I was like, you got me next week. So then like a few weeks later, it wasn't next week, but a few weeks later, I did go over there and stuff, whatever. Because all my grandparents are on the grave, right?
Right.
So I looked at it and stuff, I was like, yo, this is dope. And like, she can still move around. She's still agile and shit like that, whatever. Because I think like, if I'm not mistaken and stuff, I think like the moms wanted to move her in and stuff with her. But she's like, right now she can still move.
Do her thing.
She pays somebody to do like lawn work and like the ice.
Yeah.
Whenever it needs and stuff for her. So she's like, she's kosher and everything. Like, cause she knows if it's snow days, like the mom or the uncle and stuff will go over there and just like stack up, load up shit. So she ain't really got to leave the house.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's dope. But it like, the older she gets, because I believe she's, don't quote me, but I think she's almost 90.
Right.
So it's kind of like they really want her to kind of just
ease back.
Come back.
Yeah.
Come live with somebody. Because I think she's out there in the Woodbridge vicinity.
Okay.
And like most of the fam and stuff is like in the West.
Yeah.
Right. So it's kind of like, doesn't work for us. You're so far,
right? Yeah,
and all that type of stuff, whatever. But like, it's dope though, cause like,
it's
to spend the time,
dope. Yeah,
to spend the time and stuff, whatever. Cause like when we went over there and stuff, whatever, right? I was like, yo, he's like, because you fucking came over here, my grandmother's gonna want to be obligated to cook, whatever. So she made like fried plantain, fried dumpling, and like some breadfruit and everything like that. I'm like, okay, grandma.
Okay.
She's like, you're so nice and stuff. Whatever. I'm so glad you came. You want to come dance? Yo, we slow dance a few times. Like, keep your hands off of my granny. I was like, no, not doing that. But it was a vibe. Because I look at it stuff as you need to capitalize on the time. They won't always be here.
No, they won't.
From a person that doesn't have any grandparents, capitalize.
Yeah.
Everybody should capitalize if they have somebody. So yeah, man. You ready to cook with some of these polls, man?
I'm ready to cook, man.
Got a few in the back, so let's run it.
Let's run it.
All right. So first poll was, could black men ever be cool with the police? What do you think they got?
I got the poll was a resounding no.
Yes. 86% said no. 86% said no. I'm not. I look at it as stuff as where I think, from that last episode when I spoke on my piece and everything like that, I was inclined to call my homie who is a cop,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
I called him the same day.
Yeah.
So we recorded the same day and stuff. I called him and stuff like that. And he told me, he said, like, yo, Marv, to be honest, your feelings are valid. He's like, everything that I was saying and stuff like that, he's like, your feelings are valid.
Yeah.
And he said, it's not about adding more of us, but it's more about how we raise our children. So he
Okay.
said that if you have, let's say, and he said what he noticed and stuff, whatever, again, is more from like,
Now,
go ahead.
don't mean to cut you. How we raise our children?
Everybody.
Okay.
Everybody.
Okay.
Everybody.
So I just wanted to make that part clear.
Everybody.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he gave an example and stuff, whatever. He's like, you see when he's like, he was told by some other Asian descent police officers and stuff, whatever, right? Like Pacific Asians,
Mhm.
where they grew up in households. He's cool with two of them, and like they grew up in households and stuff, whatever, where their Chinese family members told them to stay away from Black people.
Right.
If you have people who actually listen to their parents and stuff like that, but he's like, their parents were immigrants
Mhm.
to come up here and stuff, whatever, and then tell them like, stay away from Black people. Black people are bad. Black people cause problems and everything like that, whatever. This person grows up, then joins the force.
Right.
What do you think is going to happen?
Right.
And I said, I get it.
Right.
And he said, that's exactly what it is. He's like, we need to take the time and raise our children better. He's like, he came from a world of like, with his single mother producing like the utmost love she could do,
Mhm.
and then other family members producing that and stuff, whatever. He's like, he looks at stuff as a grown man, it shows off in other aspects and stuff, whatever. Right? He's like, he's given Indian kids blighs, like Chinese, Blacks, whites. He's looking like, we need to talk to them and we need to do this, that, and the third.
Right.
But then again, if you already have like somebody else who has inbred hatred or racism and stuff kind of built in their DNA, now they're on a power trip, or most of them are on a power trip.
Right.
They're gonna flex their power and stuff to the people that they don't give a fuck about.
Right.
So I was like, so he said it's not really. He's like, a lot of times people looking at stuff, it's the police systems and stuff itself.
Yeah.
But he said it's more of like the people, how they were raised. So I was like, he's like, how do you change somebody and stuff if they know for a fact and stuff that Smurfs are evil for the longest in their life? You're a police officer now. We're telling you, protect the Smurfs. You're going to be like, I don't know.
Right.
Fuck these Smurfs though, whatever, right? I'll just do this for the check, but I won't do it to the utmost extent. And I was like, yes.
So, but as a police force, though, how do you solve that, right? Because now you can't go through the notion of expecting people are going to properly police their own children growing up to the point where
they become police.
You have a straight-minded individual across the board, and no racism, no prejudice, nothing coming to you at the gate. Like, I think it's kind of unrealistic to expect that, but you as that type of service, you're still gonna have to do that part because you still have to defend everybody within your jurisdiction and with your constituents, right?
Without a doubt.
So now, what does it become at that point? Do you now institute that there has to be, and I guess that's what they've been trying to do. Would they put
internal affairs,
sensitivity training, the racial outreaches, that sort of stuff to kind of change that individual's mind? Because you're right. You don't know what's coming through that door when they come through that door. That could be 6 generations deep in the clan. You don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, that confirmed. But this is what I'm saying. Like he was saying and stuff. He's like, yo, we have the community outreaches, internal affairs, and other things and stuff in the line to kind of stop this, whatever, right? But he's like, you can't catch all the bad.
Right.
But the thing is stuff is that the longer you're out, whatever, the less bad and stuff is seen. And much as when they catch a few, it's kind of like an example and stuff, whatever. It's like, and he's like, shoot one, the rest will follow. I'm like, we're talking about cops? And he's like, no, we're not doing that, whatever. But he's like, it's just kind of like by that and stuff. He's like, it's hard to create a perfect system in an imperfect world.
Well, I think part of that too is that whole protect the blue shield shit, right? It's like if I see you do something and I know it's racist, right? But I'm not gonna go against you because of some code, then that racist shit is never gonna stop. It's also gotta be a
But that's the individual. Because if the next individual, if the next individual and stuff is like, no, this is an injustice.
Right.
I'm not fucking with it. And say like the two individuals are partners and stuff, whatever.
Right.
Here lies a clash. But then the same thing we were saying, he's like, immediately when you let's say, for example, some fuckery goes down and stuff, whatever, right?
Right.
He's like, no one reports it right away.
No.
You gotta wait till like, let's say you and I the cops. You're the crooked one, I'm the good one, whatever, right?
Right.
If you do this shit today,
yeah,
Avi, I'm gonna like probably see it, and then you'd be like, if internal affairs like, hey there, not your average.
Right.
Can we talk to you for a moment? Whatever. You already know I snitched you out.
Right. Yeah.
But they were like, a lot of people want to kind of wait till like shit gets shifted or they move on different shifts and stuff like that, whatever. Then be like, yo, this guy, every black person he saw and stuff, whatever, he threw cuffs and threw up against the wall just to fuck with them and stuff like that, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Internal affairs now is now watching, like, I think, what he said, 20, like he said less than 2 years, but basically like 20 months of like, what have you been doing and stuff, whatever, when you're clocked in on the shift.
Right.
Right? They start looking at like, did you turn in things? Did you do this? They go that heavy and stuff.
Right.
He's like, internal affairs and stuff, whatever, is not just a department, but it's just more the department within the police, but it's just everywhere and they're not even stationed there.
Yeah.
So they have the powers to kind of just search up the person's shit from like, let's say home. And then bit by bit and stuff, whatever, they'll probably like make their presence and stuff, whatever, known and stuff like that, whatever. Cause he said he saw some people go through some shit.
Yeah.
Right? He saw some people go through some shit like fucking internal affairs and stuff is after me and everything, all because I did this and that and the third. But he's like, no one came after him, so that means he's doing a good job.
Right.
But he's like, the peoples and stuff, you kind of look at them like, I know why internal affairs came after your ass.
Yeah.
So
shoot, I was watching this program the other about maybe 4 months ago. And dude I think he just came out of jail. I think he spent like almost a decade. He was a New York undercover. But he's like in the height of the like the 80s where everything and anything went down and everybody just looked the other ways. And he's like, yo, at that time, at that point, when we were cops, it's like your take home was maybe 30,000 a year, 40,000 a year. You're putting your life on the line. You see these drug dealers every day making hundreds of thousands of this, that, and the dollars. He goes, yeah, a lot of cops go in with good intentions. A lot of cops go in with good intentions. It's just you're in an environment for a certain amount of time. Sometimes certain things just rub off on you,
without a doubt,
and it is what it is. So some people might even go in there not being racist and see some situations that just like, I don't know, and with not having anything to counterbalance that, stick with that story or program.
Some people get caught, some people don't. Because I look at it stuff as like, it's the same thing and stuff. Whatever. We know there's rules and guidelines and stuff about like, if you're doing criminal activity, if you're caught, you can't be prosecuted.
Right.
As regular civilians. So we're talking about like from drug dealing, if we even look at drug dealing aspect and stuff, whatever, not all drug dealers get caught.
No.
Some get caught, some don't, whatever. And said not all cops get caught.
Right.
Some do and some don't, whatever. So you just got to look at it stuff as where if they escape under the radar, hand clap to them and their luck and their 4-leaf clover. And the ones that do get caught and stuff, whatever, apparently a lot of shame runs down the tube and stuff, whatever. I want to say like, even let's say if somebody got clipped and like some of them become like private investigators and doing other things, they're probably trying to move other places.
Right.
The shame and stuff is just like some paint they can't rub off.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like not only would they strip you from everything, some people might not ever be able to get a job similar to anything like that. We're talking about not even auxiliary police.
Well, the other thing he was saying too is like when you come back, there's a lot of scrutiny too, right? Because a lot of people are looking at like, well, how are you back here? Are you cutting any deals? Can I trust you now that if you're my partner, you know what I mean? Are you on the take? You know what I mean? So
Shoot
it's
one,
like,
the rest will follow, because it's
like,
kind of like, yo, you're not fucking with this person,
yeah,
and you know this person was already hot.
yeah.
What's the word you guys always use here? Heat score?
Heat score
I was
or
like,
bait?
Yeah. I was looking like, yo, this he has too much attention on him. We used to do all the crooked shit back in the day.
Yep.
Now you stay in your lane and I'm gonna be over here.
Yeah.
Oh, you still doing the crooked shit? Nope.
Nope.
I read the Bible on my break.
Mm.
That's it. Next poll was, have you found your purpose in life yet? And what do you think the poll said?
I'm gonna say it was a resounding no.
67% said yes.
67% said yes.
Yeah, 67% said yes.
Huh.
Are you okay? What's going on?
Yes. Because I don't. Sometimes I be scrolling. It don't look like people got shit together.
The judgment.
I'm just saying.
The judgment.
I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying. There's there's some struggle posts.
Have you found your purpose in life yet?
I believe so.
Oh, okay. So people can't feel the same way. What the fuck? This is hilarious. So okay,
I believe so.
you believe so? You're not sure? Believe? You're not. It doesn't feel so confident. We feel confident clapping at other people and their vote.
My purpose is to help other people.
Okay.
Yes.
So now, how did you come across that? Because I feel like a lot of people and stuff can say the same thing and stuff, whatever,
Yeah.
but then not lock in. Like I found for me, before you cook,
Yeah.
that a lot of people would use that as a default answer. Go.
Okay. The reason why I say that
Yeah.
is because every time that I've put my hand forward to help somebody to either achieve or accomplish something,
Mhm.
it's always worked out in a positive light. And I find,
Positive light in what aspect?
as in, it always works out like towards their favor, in their favor.
In the
It
person's
always works
favor?
out positive. Yeah.
For the person?
Yeah, for the person. It
Well,
never.
that's the meaning of help, though.
Yeah.
It would just benefit them.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like, hey,
but-
Smooth, help me.
Yeah.
It's gonna benefit me.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, like, it might be a situation like, for instance, I may know a certain producer,
Okay.
right? And I may know a certain artist, right?
Okay.
This producer and this artist don't
Know each other.
right? They have no intentions of knowing each other.
Okay.
But something clicks in my head that says, hey, you know what? Dude really makes really dope beats that so-and-so should be on. So then I'll go out of my way and I'll make that, because I see that this producer may not see it, but I see it for him.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I'll go out my way and I'll make the connection to say, you know what? I think so-and-so, this, that works. And I kid you not, I want to say 80 to 85% of the times,
That's a good average.
yeah, 80 to 85% of the time, something fruitful comes out of it.
Nice.
So I'm like, oh shit. Sometimes the odds works better for other people than it works for me.
Without a doubt. I think that part, that's another thing to speak about, whatever,
Yeah.
but I get it though.
Yeah, sometimes the odds works better for other people than it works for me. So I'm like, I say, you know what? I used to have the mindset of, and I think it's, I think actually, when I understood that, or after understanding that, it actually kind of helped me more, right?
Mm.
So now, again, I don't go out of my way to help people, because that was the other trap that I kind of fell into. It was like,
What do you mean?
extending myself, helping people that don't deserve it. You know, when we,
Oh,
thought
yes,
we
yes,
spoke about that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so extending myself, helping people that maybe that possibly don't deserve it. So I had to really become selective because
I was about to say, yeah, it takes a level of discernment to kind
Yeah.
of say, like, this person is worth it, this person isn't.
yeah, because again, at the same token of helping a lot of people go through, I've helped people get to certain places and not got the just desserts from it. You know what I
Right.
mean? Not to say that I'm expecting anything from it, but even just to say, yo, oh, like a thank you or even though I didn't do it for that. You know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
just some sort of acknowledgement.
Some people don't have gratitude, though.
Some people don't have gratitude, but then more than that, you start to see the real attitude of that person and you realize it was never there to begin with. And that was what I'm saying, helping the wrong people. And now you need more discernment in that.
Right.
But and for a while, it stopped me from wanting to help people. But then I realized, nah, it's a gift. It's a blessing when you can help other people.
Mhm.
You know, my brother told me that one time. My brother Donwon.
Mhm.
He said, he said, being a blessing to other people will be a blessing unto you.
I agree to that. Albert Einstein said the same thing and stuff, whatever, too, right? It's basically like, a life help serving others and stuff is more fulfilling.
Yeah,
Needs some more fulfillment.
Well, you're a good
whatever,
example
right?
of that. Anyway,
Right?
I mean, you do it all the time.
Yeah,
so you know what it is. You know what it's about.
I think for me, like, so when it came to like myself finding purpose,
Yeah.
I've always heard that conversation and stuff, whatever, from like heyday, from like when I was a little kid and everything, like find purpose and stuff, whatever. And I think my purpose, at the time, or bootleg purpose was like, shit, get money. Get money.
That was it. That was it.
Get money. Live nice. And then I think it's from Simon Sinek. So somebody put me on to Simon Sinek or Sneak. That's his name.
Yeah.
Sorry if I'm butchering it, whatever, but I want to say like about finding your why. Right?
Right.
And I correlate what why is your purpose.
It's your purpose.
So I looked at it stuff as like, once I found my why, because only your friends can give you your why. Family members can't give you a why. Because let's say like your spouse or your partner and stuff like that, whatever, they'll do things for you, all the above. Your family, they might not fuck with you today, but like, let's say a funeral comes along or a wedding comes along and stuff like that, whatever, they have to see you.
Right.
A friend is an ultimate choice. You're not blood related. You guys can say, fuck off and never ever see and speak to each other and stuff, whatever again, right?
Right.
With me, because let's say this, my namesake is Marvin. Marvin means famous friend.
Right.
So I look at it as where I like having more friends, 5 less friends, 5 more. I'm with the more category and stuff, whatever, right? So I start calling my squad because the social experiment was call your friend at an uncomfortable time and just nag them and just ask them, why are we friends?
Right.
And in the beginning, they're going to give you the basic shit all the way until they're like, well, I don't know about anybody else. If they say an answer like, I don't know about anybody else, but for me, you do this.
Right.
Right? And then once they list that, then now you're going to go call or catch another friend like that and ask them and see if those two answers are similar.
Up. Right.
Now, if you're getting a consistent, let's say an 85% type of thing, whatever.
Yeah.
You now have your why. You now have your purpose and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Because in different people, in different worlds, you might do other things and stuff for them, whatever, right? Like I looked at stuff as that. I had one person tell me one time when I was trying to look for my why, they're like, there's never a dull moment with you.
Yeah.
You're always a good time and stuff like that, whatever. And I know in my heart of hearts and stuff, whatever, I'm more than just that.
Right.
So I'm looking at them like, this is not serving the purpose, and I'm not negating how I make them feel.
Yeah.
But I look at it stuff as where the collective, everybody's looking at me like, yo, Marv, you've always been speaking life into people, and you always want people to be the best version of themselves possible.
Right.
And when like the collective that I asked, let's say less than 10, they're like, you're living in your purpose, doing your podcast.
Yeah.
And I was like, bingo.
Mm-hmm.
I found my purpose.
Yeah.
I found it, whatever, right? And I look at stuff as like, without me even trying, I fall right back into this. And I was like, I am here.
Yeah.
I've arrived. But you judged me. You're the best.
But I'm still saying, and this is why, and again, this is why this this is why it feels natural and it flows natural because again, it's your purpose and like I tell people it's like no, this is stuff that we do outside of the microphone. So it's not like we have to fall into character anytime, the screen chops and
Mhm.
the word action is screened.
Yeah, like this
Yeah.
ain't fake.
Yeah, it is what it is, right? And that's due to our purpose of, helping.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a fact. Let's say this. Before me explaining the like finding your why,
Mhm.
if you had a friend that came to you and said, like, yo, Smooth, I don't know. I feel like I'm stuck. I feel like I haven't found my purpose. How would you advise a person like that to help trying to find their purpose? Because I want to say I just gave you a reason, but before that, what would you say to them?
Before that, again, I really like your reasoning. I mean, before that, I probably would just do the whole cliche thing of, well, what makes you happy type of deal. Like,
Okay,
you know what I
start.
mean? Like I think first starting with that, again, it may not help pinpoint it right away, but if something's bringing you a certain amount of joy to your life, I mean, it can't be wrong. It can't be, it can't be bad. There's got to be something in there that
But strippers bring me joy. Watching ass cheeks
is
clap.
that your purpose?
No, but that's what I'm saying.
It
Like,
could be,
and that's what I'm saying.
but I'm saying it could be. I mean,
Yeah.
every time you go to the club,
I feel
then,
happy.
then next thing I know, Mars the DJ,
Be like, yeah, put your meat hooks together for cinnamon.
You're working at the world famous Magic City. Who wouldn't want to be a DJ at Magic City?
Right?
Right? So, and this is what I'm saying. Like, you didn't know your purpose was that until you sat down at Pervert Row.
Courtside seats. Courtside seats. I had a stripper tell me and stuff for her. Only the brokies sit right there in the front.
Only the
Whatever.
brokies?
I was like, take my $5. The ballers got hundreds in the back. No, because I want to say before the whole why exercise,
Yeah.
I had one friend at the time. We were having a conversation, like real talk, and like in the conversation, they broke. They just broke down,
Mm.
right? And they're looking like, I feel like everything I'm doing, it's not working out. Maybe like I'm not meant to do these amount of things and stuff like that, whatever, right?
Right.
And I looked at it stuff, I was like, because they got emotional, I've learned the stuff, whatever, that like when I see people get to that emotional state, it's not a time of like, I want to say advice.
Mm.
I feel like when they break down to that emotional state, it's a vent.
Yeah.
And I just let them cook.
Right.
Right. And I'm like, well, maybe we could look into some things and stuff, whatever. Again, that kind of bring you joy.
Yeah.
That you feel, I want to say a soul filling purpose. That's what I used to say before.
Yeah.
Like if you feel it in like the depths of your soul, whatever, it can't be wrong.
Right. Right.
It can't be wrong and stuff, whatever. Like your feeling and my feeling, two different feelings and stuff, whatever, right?
Right.
Because I look at stuff as where I can tell somebody, look, I'm gonna go do the soup kitchen and stuff like that, whatever. I feel it in my soul to go do and help the homeless and less fortunate, whatever,
Yeah.
right? Another person might be like, yeah, that's not an everyday thing for me, whatever. If I have a day, I'll come help out. If I don't, whatever, I would try to do good in other parts and stuff of the world, whatever, right? And I look at the stuff as like, whatever gives you a soul feeling instead of like a dopamine hit. Like I look at the stuff as like, scratch off, you get a scratch off ticket and stuff, whatever, you won $20. That's a dopamine hit.
Yeah.
That's not the big jackpot.
Right.
Right. But then like the dopamine hit is like that soul filling hit is like, it's just all around like, yo, you feel warm. You feel like, you need to do more of this and stuff like that. You wish you had more time.
Yeah.
Those things I would lead into first before I learned about like finding your why.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree, man. I mean, it's so many people are so passionate, not passionate of being. So many people are caught up in the rat race.
Yes.
Where they can't seem to find their passion, and they just it sucks because I think I think you kind of need your passion, even if it's something that you can't lead with, at least to be able to balance out everything else.
I agree. Like,
Yeah.
because like I look at it as where some people's passions might bring them millions,
Right,
and other people's passions should bring them peace,
right.
right? And I think the thing and stuff is that a lot of people, like, if the rat race example and stuff, if everybody just kind of just going, this person's passion or purpose has brought them millions,
Right.
right? Like I look at it stuff as where, let's say I'll use Jay-Z as an example.
Okay.
Jay-Z doesn't write rhymes.
Right.
Think about how many people that legit write down rhymes.
Right.
They can't do like the memory thing and stuff and like, I'll use this bar, this, that, this flow and everything. Some people can write down rhymes, but you throw them on a certain beat, the cadence isn't there, the delivery isn't there,
It's
a lot
totally
of things
different.
and stuff. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I look at it stuff as where, again, because he's made millions, somebody and stuff is like, yeah, I can do that.
Right.
I'm about to do this. I'm about to get me an R&B chick,
Yeah,
whatever. She about to do her singing thing. I'm about to get some liquor in this thing. I'm about to get it big, own some spots and stuff, whatever. And then be like, that wasn't yours.
No.
But if now your purpose wasn't made to bring you the millions, but to bring you the peace, you can see a little thing and stuff where like, and I'll use, shout out to Grouch, DJ Grouch. I like when I see Grouch teaching other kids and other younger folk on how to DJ.
Right.
And I was looking like, I don't see DJ Clue, no shade to DJ Clue, no shade to like Envy or anything. I don't hear nothing on this level.
Right.
And again, whatever, right? I'm looking at stuff as like, the man's like, this is my thing.
Yeah.
This is what I love to do.
Yeah.
And right now, whatever, it may not bring me to mega millions, but it's taking me across the world.
Of course.
I've seen things I've never seen before. So I brought to places I never met. I met people and all the above. And I just find it so beautiful that like, yo, when I see a man doing his thing and everything, yo, he looks free. We've been to seeing Grouch spin here or we see him online and he just in his element.
He's just doing his thing.
And I'm like, this is giving him peace, enjoyment, and all the above because it doesn't look like it's tiresome because if the man wants to do it constant like that, whatever.
Right. Yeah.
I don't want to say he's doing it for bill purpose and stuff, whatever, because with his title, he can get the bills paid.
Yeah.
So I look at it stuff as like, yeah, some bring you millions, some will bring you the peace. And I think a lot of people and stuff, because money is always Miami? Money is a major issue. Because money is a major issue, they're like, my purpose isn't bringing me money.
Mm-hmm.
This ain't my purpose.
Yeah.
They get lost.
That's it.
All right. See, we got polls and polls and polls. See, we might as well talk about strippers and stuff then, since there's so much polls around. The next poll was, has social media altered the nature of desire? What do you think they got?
I'm going to say yes.
Yes. Came in at 89%.
Mm-hmm.
Now tell me, what does desire mean to you?
What does desire mean to me?
Yeah.
She's a girl coming up next off the stage. I'm in
That's
a row.
a nice stripper name.
I'm in a row.
Put your meat hooks together for desire. Yo, see? I want to be a strip club DJ now. Go DJ. Yeah, what does desire mean to you, man?
It's something that you just can't pull yourself away from.
Interesting. So, okay, now going back to the question now, has social media altered the nature of desire? So you're saying, like, let's say social media now has something where it'll captivate people and they can't get free from it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And that could be from like,
And I think
like,
it's a lot of things. It's a lot of different things for a lot of different people.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying.
A lot of different things for a lot of different people.
See, I feel like, let's say this. I asked somebody this question and stuff, right? When we're having this conversation and stuff, like I seen the question and stuff and I thought about it and everything like that, right?
Right.
I said to them and stuff, I'm like, it's not just about, let's say, ideology or of like perfect partner and everything like that. But the person said, it kind of weighs in because this person said they don't feel adequate enough to date certain people because BBL chicks are here.
Right.
So BBL has now like shaped and stuff, whatever, pun intended, some women and stuff, a type of level where they're sought out to be desired a lot more.
Yeah.
Right? She's like, she said it.
She said it. She
said, I have a SpongeBob SquarePants kind of body.
Right.
And she's like, I'm not gonna get a man with like just that, whatever, right? But I'm like, no, but you have a winning personality, winning character, you have a beautiful smile.
Yeah.
You're still attractive and stuff like that, in the face and everything like that. And she's blessed, chess.
Right.
She has chess and stuff, whatever, right? And so I'm like, don't sell yourself short. But she's like, if you put me and you put a BBL chick and stuff on there and you say, who would you more likely to pursue?
Yeah.
The BBL is gonna win. Desire has been changed because of social media.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree 100%.
So when she said that and stuff, I looked at it and everything but I look at it stuff as like, as a man, but we discussed this before, we like more natural bodies.
Yeah.
So I want to say like certain things and stuff are okay to kind of look at, whatever, to kind of, oh my gosh, I love your definition. I always fuck it up. What was it? Beauty? What's the definition of beauty? Something that's appeasing to the soul. So I look at it stuff as where I might look, but it might not be appeasing to the soul.
Right.
But because I'm looking, and let's say, if I'm looking at something on my phone, I'm looking like, ooh. You might look at me like, oh, that's what captivated you and stuff. And I'm like, no, it was just something different.
But I was about to say, you can find stuff desirable and still not have to act upon it, act upon your desires.
But then that's people with, I want to say, with a range of discipline.
Right.
Yeah. Because it's kind of like some people, they will gorge when things and stuff is kind of like in front of them.
Yeah.
And some people and stuff is like, you know what, I'm done. Right. And that's a well evolved individual. Like if that happens to you and stuff like that, whatever, then and that's what it is and stuff too. Like I look at it as where, for me, I was looking at something and stuff, whatever, and it's like a chick. She just like a black woman. She does anime cosplay.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
She did a cosplay thing and stuff one time and everything like that. And I was like, yo, it was good. Right? It was like real good. The makeup, the details, and everything was on point. But then looking at her other posts, it's all about, I do cosplay for OnlyFans type of shit, whatever. Right. So I'm like, whoa. Sugar, I came here to see that post.
Yeah.
That post caught my attention because the character, like from the anime, I was like, whoever did your makeup, if you did the makeup, you're missing your calling.
Right.
But like all of that, whatever. But then other ones I'm looking at, I'm like, yeah, this doesn't do much for me because I'm not going to pay for an OnlyFans.
No, you're not.
Right? So I look at it like, yeah, I'm not going to be stuck here on your page because everything is like, you want to see more? Click the link. Subscribe to the thing. So I was like, yeah, I reached my limit. I'm done. And there's other people and stuff is like, yo, she has all these videos in her OnlyFans.
Let me kick down this paywall.
See? Yeah, so I'm like, the desire game and stuff is different.
It's different.
My next question to you is like, the desire come from a place where you feel like you're lacking?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Because I think you can have, case in point, billionaire men.
Trophy wife? And still get a hot side piece?
Yeah, they're lacking nothing, but they still got the desires that they act upon.
And you know what? You're right. You're right. I remember we asked this question and stuff for the one day time and stuff back then. Should probably bring it back and see what the new followers and stuff would hit to. But which is better, vacation pussy or new pussy?
Right. Yeah.
And I remember like when you're saying with the billionaire thing, it just like light bulb went off and stuff in my head, whatever. Like we have enough money. Let's say I'm a billionaire. We have enough money where we go everywhere and I can probably blow her back out and like parts of the Mediterranean to like Bali and etc. and everything like that.
Right.
But then it's just something that's just brand new. And I have the ability to kind of get it.
To get it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I always thought that for some reason, for the desire aspect and stuff, whatever, like, why would you desire something if you already have it, though? Is it at a part where, like, you don't understand balance or you're not happy with what you got?
I think it is that, and I think it's the constant want of just always conquering things. If that ever makes sense.
No, it does. Nas, people, or I'm going to clean it up. People fear what they don't understand, hate what they can't conquer, because this is the theory of man.
Right.
Right? From Hate Me Now.
Yeah.
And the conquest, like if we're talking like a sexual conquest and everything like that, whatever, that's still heavy in a lot of other men and stuff, whatever, right?
Right.
Sometimes I look at it stuff as like, Young Money had a song, I Just Want to Fuck Every Girl in the World.
Yeah.
It's a nice concept to have. It's a nice thought. But I'm looking at stuff, I was like, do you really want to? Like, even if you exclude women that are family members, women of a specific age, and stuff like that, right? There's still a high value.
It's high.
When are you gonna have time to do anything?
You can't. You can't. It's not even possible.
Exactly.
It's not even possible, right? But is it that, like I said, it's just that nature, right? It's like look at all these countries that have so much land to themselves, but still want to conquer other countries for more land.
True.
Right? It's that conquest. I think is part of that human nature.
Okay. Well said. And the last poll. If you lost everything, would you still worship God? What do you got? And I can tell you what the audience said.
Yes.
80% said yes. Talk about it. Because I look at it stuff as where I'm not too sure. Maybe I still have so much or everything that I have, but I look at stuff as where, let's say, I know somebody and it was a lot. In 1 month, they lost significant other, grandfather, and significant other, grandfather, and I think, I don't want to say job, but I want to say like a side hustle or something like that, whatever.
Right.
Yo, he went ghost.
Yeah.
He went ghost.
Yeah, okay, I could imagine.
He went ghost and stuff like that. Like we were calling, leaving voicemails and shit like that, because I think the grandfather passed first. Like in the month, the grandfather passed. We're like, oh, my condolences. Went to go check in on him and everything like that, whatever. And then like, girlfriend had like she passed out somewhere.
Yeah.
She passed out somewhere and stuff, whatever. And then like, she had like a whole bunch of things like fluid in her lungs and stuff, like pneumonia and stuff like that, whatever. And she like basically aspirated and choked and died and stuff like that, right? And she was young. I want to say she was under 30 and stuff at the time, right? So like for a 20-year-old man, because he's 3 years older than me, at the time and stuff, whatever, to like, boom, grandfather gone. Your girl gone like 2 weeks after that and stuff like that. And then in the month, so we're calling, trying to check in on him and everything like that. Whatever. Ask his brother. His brother's like, yo, he said he don't want to talk to nobody. Because like the brother like went to there and stuff like that, whatever, try to pep talk him and everything like that. He's like, come with me, go to church and stuff, whatever. And legit, he said kind of like, forget church.
Yeah.
Forget God.
Yeah.
Like, why would God do this to me? I did nothing to nobody for all of this to happen to me. So I'm like, when the brother told me that, whatever, I'm like, God works in mysterious ways we can't understand.
Works in mysterious ways.
In the trenches. Yeah. At the moment, we might not have the foresight to see it.
Right.
But we probably would see it and understand it at a later time and stuff, whatever, right? And you have a lot of people and stuff that become atheists.
Yeah.
Because of moments and stuff like that, whatever, right? Quite frankly, he did become atheist. Stuff like, we end up finding him again and stuff, whatever. And he's like me, I'm a habits to be like, look how God goody.
Right.
Whatever. He's like, yo, you always want to bring God up and stuff. I'm like, God is everywhere. And he's like, yo, man, if you want to keep that talk that God shit and stuff, whatever, you can just leave. And I was like, shit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, he said to me, he's like, you haven't lost enough to understand what I'm going through.
Right.
And I was like, yes. And I feel like a lot of people once they probably saw this question to be like, yeah. I can tell you this. Touch wood. If I lost my mother, I lost my son, I lost certain, like, and something else
Yeah.
within that month, I don't know if my God might be on my back. I don't know if I might be on a God campaign and stuff like that for a minute. It takes some time to get back.
It takes some time to get back, and it takes a lot to understand that these, as big as the misfortunes are,
Mhm.
how do how do you not blame somebody who you consider controls everything and controls all these destinies?
My,
You know what I mean?
I agree.
How
That's my question.
like how do you like that thought has to enter your mind, right? Like
Mhm.
everybody has a why me moment. Everybody.
Yeah, when I was younger, I used to have a lot more, but older,
Yeah.
do you feel like you still have a lot of why me moments?
I don't have a lot, but because I think now older, and again, it's because of the understanding, right?
Right.
Well, I'm nobody special. Shit happens to everybody,
Yeah.
right? But in this moment, you feel like you're being singled out, right? Especially if it's a chain of events happening one after the another. Like you can't catch that break.
Mm-hmm.
Did God turn his back on you? Why is everybody else? You see everybody else winning. You're not catching no breaks, right?
Mhm.
So I think a lot of people kind of look at that and fall in that despair, right? But then what happens when you do catch a break? Right? Because the bad shit don't happen forever, right?
Right.
Yeah, you do catch a break. Do you now turn around and say, "Oh shit, there is a God. Sorry," you know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
I kicked you to the curb when shit was down, but now when shit is good, I kind of have to have that. I kind of have to have that either opposite attitude that know that you are there, you are working on my behalf, and things sometimes don't always necessarily go the way they do, or I'm just gonna have to stick with chance.
Mhm.
Good shit happens, bad shit happens.
I've adopted this principle and stuff, and because of that, I have a lot of people look at me like I'm too happy for a lot of people and stuff, whatever. I said, I heard from a boxer, and there was a boxer, I think Mike Rashid. He said, bad things happen to everybody, but only good things happen to me.
Mm,
So if you deem it as something that might be bad, look at it as stuff that there's a bright side to it. Be Mr. Brightside.
right.
That like, all right, like I like how you said and stuff one time. You said it one day, and that's why like I thought about it the time after you said it. I'm like, that's what the boxer said.
Yeah.
Because you said it and stuff for like, when shit doesn't go my way, the first thing I say is stuff like, okay, God, what are you trying to show me? What are you trying to teach me? What am I supposed to learn from from this moment or this event?
Right.
Right? And I think that's your level of gratitude because it's so high.
Mm,
But a lot of people, some people, I don't want to say a lot of people, but some people and stuff, their gratitude level is low. So these are people that don't say thank you for holding the door for them and stuff like that, right?
right.
Because no one didn't have to hold the door for you.
No.
So that's why you're saying thank you, because your gratitude level and stuff is extremely high. There's a lot of good shit that happens to them,
Yeah.
but it's too small and minuscule on their scale for them to appreciate it and
Right.
stuff,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
So they're
yeah,
looking
yeah.
like, my overall world is still shit. Like, I had somebody fucking this week trauma dump on me, and like their birthday was like last week,
Right.
right? And they're like, yo, I'm taking some time off and all the above. So I ain't see dude and stuff in a minute. I'm like, yo, what's going on?
It's good.
I'm like, how are you, man? Everything good? And he's like, yeah. He's like, I took the time off for my birthday and everything like that. Older gentleman. The man said he just slept.
Hmm.
He said he just slept. He said he woke up, had tea, took his dog out and stuff like that, and he just slept. He's like, for at least 3 days straight, he didn't leave his house, and he just like every day he woke up like 9 hours.
Right.
And he has 2 jobs.
Yeah.
And he can't really get 8 hours of sleep and stuff, whatever, with the 2 jobs. Cause kind of like he finishes one, go to another one, then it takes him time to wind down. And then by the time the day's ending and stuff, whatever, he has to get up for the next, right?
Yeah.
So I said, oh, so he caught up on the rest. And he said, my brother-in-law said, that's your body talking to you.
Yeah.
Telling you need to do more resting. You need to slow down and all the above. And he's like, when he told him that, he said he hung up the phone from him and stuff with her, and he cried. He said he cried because he's like, he never thought, he said when he was younger, I guess Freedom 55?
Yeah.
Freedom 55. Freedom 55 didn't exist when I start working at 18.
Right. They already killed that plan.
They killed that shit. Whatever, right? So
he's like, this is not going to work out for us.
Yeah.
Let's get rid of this.
So with them, he said, he had that opportunity for Freedom 55 and stuff like that, whatever. And he lost the job. And then when he got another job and stuff, whatever, he never started doing it again and stuff, whatever. So it was like a little fuck off. And he's like, being a man working past the age of 60, it hurts him every day to think about that. Right? And he's like, so I said, again, me, purpose, speaking life into people.
Right.
I was like, yo, you still got your kids, you got the wifey and everything like that, whatever. The man's like, wifey's in a separate bedroom. The kids, they just leech and stuff, whatever, because without us, they won't survive out there and stuff like that, whatever, right?
Right.
And I was looking like, well damn, dog. Like,
yeah.
And I was like, pray on it. Like that.
Something
told me just to say
that. Yeah.
Just pray on it and everything like that, whatever, right? And the man's like, don't be surprised if you hear a suicide happen. All before 9 a.m. Just the conversation I had before 9 a.m.
Heavy.
I was like, yo, I'm at work. I can't even get a spliff.
That's heavy.
And then I had to go troubleshoot other problems and shit like that at work.
Yeah.
And I was like, when I got to my break and stuff, whatever, normally like on my lunch break, I'll do research, little podcast research and everything, look at some other shit and stuff, whatever. I said, no, I'm watching a stand-up comedy. I need to get back on positive.
Right.
I need to overfill that tank before I deal with other individuals after I leave here, like my personal peoples.
Yeah.
Because I look at the stuff, I was like, this man has cashed in on life. My purpose, I thought my purpose is to speak life and stuff in it. I'm like, maybe I'm not doing too good and everything like that. But then the following day I saw him and he's like, Marv, I thought about our conversation and stuff like that. I want to apologize and stuff. He's like, yo, like, it's been a long time. He's like, you and my brother-in-law, like, probably the only people in my world that speak a little life into me.
Right.
And I was like, okay, my purpose is still here.
Still here. Thank goodness, man.
So yeah, man. Like I don't know. Would you still be the same if you lost like the love of your life, your children? Would you still look at God the same?
I look at him the same. I won't lie. There'll probably be like some moments where I'll question everything.
Yeah, man. You lost the love of your life. Your children.
I don't know, man. It's one of those situations where I'd really question it. I think anybody human would actually question it. Like, again, like it's one thing for something to happen to you, right? But consecutively, like,
or close enough to each other.
Yeah.
Like I look at it as like I heard, not to cut you, but like Pusha T and Malice, like what they're when birds cry,
right,
sing.
Yeah.
And I was looking like, you lost both parents in the same year.
Yeah.
I look at it as like the mom could have went, let's say, to January, and the father could have went into November. That's still kind of close to me. But I look at it as like within 90 days.
Yeah.
Love of your life. Another 30 days, a child.
Yeah.
Another 30 days, something else happened and stuff to you.
Yeah, I would have to just be able to make sense of it all, right? Like the rationale of behind each of those events, and really again, I have to have a way where I can just remove my God from that situation because you know what I mean, he's the alpha, the omega, you know, capable of all
All
things.
things.
You know what I mean? Like if you're capable of all things, then why are these things happening? And it's one of those things where you just have to have, I guess, really strong faith and understand that you're not alone and these things don't happen to you itself, and it's a part of life. I mean, there's good and there's bad in everything, right? And it's the pendulum swing, right? You can't always
Mhm.
expect to have good and not expect, something bad not to
Yeah, it
happen.
can't
It's
be
just
full throttle, just good and no bad. Like that's fantasy.
right.
That's a fantasy.
Yeah, it is. And to expect that, to live a life expecting that there's never gonna be a rainy day doesn't allow you the opportunity to prepare for that rainy day.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
It's a major fact because I look at it stuff as where let's say this. My mother is still here with us on God's green, but I look at it stuff as there might come a time when she's not here.
Right.
What do I do to prepare when she's not
When she's not here, yeah.
Do I look for a therapist? Do I kind of make peace with the amount of time we had together? Do I reminisce on the glory days? Like I need to do something to know for a fact that the moment she is no longer alive, am I gonna still be
These
able to
things,
carry
yeah,
on
right.
after she's gone and stuff, right?
Right.
And I think this is the preparation. And then somebody was looking like, my mom is gonna be here forever.
Yeah.
And then when it happens, you're like, we all, death is coming for all of us.
All of us.
That's a guarantee.
Yeah.
Right? So if you fail to plan, you plan to fail.
That's it.
Let me ask you something. As you become more spiritually awakened, what do you struggle with the most?
People.
Why?
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Marv, with these.
Why?
I don't want this episode to seem like I hate people or anything like that.
Yeah, you need to clear up for the people listening.
I truly don't
like,
hate.
Why the hell am I going to support this guy when he don't even like me?
I truly don't hate anybody. I think people's attitudes towards things that we know we should be doing, and just ignoring the fact that we should be doing it. Like we should be taking better care of the earth. I think and I think me knowing that we know that kind of upsets, it kind of upsets me with people. Me being more spiritually, I think.
You know what? The funny thing too, I look at it stuff as where, for me, the more spiritually awakened I become, like I feel like the volume or everything's been amplified, right?
Right.
I look at it stuff as where I can eat the same meal
Okay.
from back then and now, and they would taste different. Right? Like I look at it stuff as where, let's say this for an example. Well, apparently in the Jamaican culture and stuff, cabbage and corned beef is not a luxury meal.
No,
right?
No, right.
It's looked down on and everything from other
right, yeah.
The bougie, the stush and stoshes,
the bourgeois,
the bourgeois, right? Cabbage and corned beef used to hit for me and stuff, whatever. Because I look at it stuff like this is the meal that my mom would make, and I fucking loved it and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And I always had a thing for cabbage. And I remember one day I had coleslaw somewhere in front of shout out to Ben Dillinger, punk ass, but he was like, coleslaw is poor people's salad. And I was like, hey man, fuck you, right?
Right.
At 40, I had a plate of cabbage and corned beef. And now that I'm more spiritually awakened, I want to say the shit tastes amazing off the scale and is made the same way.
Right.
Because I want to say I was taught how to make it, and I've been making it the same way. So I'm looking like, what changed? I sat there, I'm like, what changed? I can taste flavors into certain things and stuff, whatever before. And I was like, maybe my cooking skills, I might be undermining my cooking skills, but it probably like elevated to a level. But I look at it stuff like, no, same ingredients, because I bought the same ingredients for the strength of like one day I can make this dish.
Right.
Right? Food tastes different for me and stuff, whatever. I want to say like love from people, it hits different now. I feel like like that's part of the reason why I'm smiling so much and stuff, whatever. Now I feel a lot of things. The thing that I'm struggling with, not gonna lie to you, is lust. Is lust. Cause I look at it and stuff as now, like everything is amplified and is heightened. Yo, I promise you, I could be minding my BI and it's not even to like, let's say, I want to say a sexual level or a loneliness level or something like that, whatever. But it's like, if I hear something and stuff about somebody and everything, like say, all right, I had a conversation with a woman one day, right?
Right.
I had a conversation with a woman and stuff, whatever. And she was saying about not being like, mindful about how we treat people and everything.
Okay.
And my line, treat the janitor like a boss because everybody plays a role for you not taking a loss.
Right.
Right. And she's like, yeah. And then I just looked at it and stuff. It was like, we had a conversation and stuff and kind of just called it a day and stuff, whatever, right? So she's like, so you want to get together and have drinks? I was like, because I just gave you inspiration.
Yeah.
I'm in my purpose.
Right.
I'm in my purpose. I was like, why do you want to have drinks and stuff, whatever? Because we just had a decent conversation and stuff about being better human beings and stuff, whatever.
Yeah. So she's shooting a shot.
Right. And I get it, whatever, right? I get about shooting a shot and stuff, whatever. But then I looked at it stuff as where, for me, I always will hold my boundaries and stuff, whatever, because on the strength of like, I remember before women used to say this bullshit. And I realized it's all false.
Right.
You help dispute some of these things. But it's kind of like, I was at a point and stuff where I'm looking like, yo, we can't have the opposite sex. Can't we not have a conversation just as a healthy conversation?
We can.
Why does it have to be a point now you want me and something like that, whatever, right?
Right.
So I'm looking at them like, yeah, I'm going to fall back. Then I look at it and stuff, whatever, now like DMs is getting different.
Right.
So when my DMs get different and stuff, whatever, I'm looking like, yeah, I'm good and stuff, whatever. I'm like, yo, you live in a whole nother country and location and stuff like, just to let you know, if you ever in town, you got a place to stay.
Yeah.
And I was looking like, yo, I don't really want nothing like this to kind of like, I want to say, not even interfere, but I look at it stuff as where when I was younger, cash and cooch used to be my slogan.
Right.
Right? I look at it stuff as like financial freedom and being the best version of myself possible.
Yeah.
My goals.
Yeah.
Right? But then I look at it stuff as where like, yo, I'm hearing certain guys and stuff for like my age group and everything like that. I don't know. I hope it's not you, but my age group is I'm hearing dudes like, they taking the blue diamonds now. They popping blue diamonds.
Yeah,
they dick's not working like that no more and everything. And I was like, yeah? Wake up the morning wood. That's the reason why I still live.
Right,
Whatever,
right?
They're like, yo, what are you taking and stuff? So I'm like, yo, I drink this tea and this is what I do and all the above and everything like that, whatever. And I realized the stuff that like, again, cash and cooch is not my aim.
Yeah.
But for some other people and stuff, whatever, that's still their aim. So I had a conversation with a guy just to be overall better with yourself and stuff, whatever. He's like, yeah, but I'll still fuck a young chick. And I was like, what? So you won't fuck a young chick and stuff, whatever? If it was offered to you and you had the opportunity? I was like, I don't like young chicks. I like older women and stuff, whatever, right?
Right.
Then a man said, he's like, all right, 32-year-old, fresh, firm body and stuff like that. And I'm like, when he said it, I start picturing everything and stuff, whatever. And I was like,
yeah.
Sounds kind of nice.
Yeah.
Sounds kind of great, whatever. He's like, are you gay, Mark? And I was like, no, but I'm like, I have dick discipline.
Yeah.
And the man's like, what do you dick discipline in something and stuff, whatever? When, again, we're saying like, no women, like you have no body and nothing and stuff like that.
Right.
Why? And I look at it stuff as like, yo, is this still a thing and stuff, whatever, right? So not just me struggling with lust, but everybody around me and stuff still struggling with lust and stuff too. So it's kind of like, if you go in a room with a red shirt and everybody else have black shirts, whatever, you might be inclined to like, let me get a black shirt.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like everything around and stuff, whatever, is just still like captivating, like with lust. I want to say my algorithms and stuff is just chopped, just in general.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really focus and stuff on anything and stuff like that, whatever pertaining to like, let's say, even remotely like OnlyFans or porn and all the above and everything. But I just noticed and stuff for a fact that I may not be enamored for a long time, but I give a glance and I'll give a stare and I'll be like, this is nice. But then I realize and stuff now, opportunity is now coming to a different level.
Oh yeah.
So what I'm saying, I'm like it's just like
stay more than 2 seconds on breasts on your timeline, and your timeline is filled with breasts.
right. Right. But then even in real, but that's what I'm saying, like even in like in quote unquote in real life and stuff, you could just be nice to a woman, and a woman's looking like, yo, you're not trying to hit this? It's like, no. The woman's like, yo, you never thought about even like remotely? And I was like, no. But I'm lying. That's what I said. The lust thing is still a thing.
Yeah, and I don't think it's never ever not gonna not be a thing, right? It's again, it's
I'm gonna be a sage.
Yeah, no, but you are gonna be a sage because you're learning to control it. But the fact that it's still a fact that you have to learn how to control it, right? It's something where I don't think it's an automatic. Like I said, I'm a firm believer that we are this way by design. Go forth and multiply.
Yeah.
Is like, this is indoctrinated in our genes. You know what I mean? So it's a switch where we mentally have to flip that switch off. It's not a switch that turns itself off by itself.
Like,
right?
I'll mention to a woman and stuff like, yo, I'm seeing somebody.
Yeah.
Right. And then like one woman and stuff, she's like, so I was like, no, I'm seeing somebody and stuff right now and everything. Thank you for the offer and everything like that. How do you know she's the one? I was like, goddamn.
Yeah, but for her, it goes back to what we were talking about from before, though. It's the conquest thing, right? It's like, oh yeah,
she want to conquest me?
Yeah, you have that woman, but now you're an even greater challenge.
I don't want to be a conquest.
You're even.
I want to be a conqueror.
You're an even greater challenge now that you have a woman.
This is different. The world we live in is different. It's very different.
There's nothing more attractive to another woman than another woman on your man's arm.
How do you feel as a married man? Consider the fact that you might go places and stuff with her without your wife,
right?
And how hard they might shark if they shark.
I feel.
Good. You feel flattered.
I feel
I feel flattered without a doubt.
I feel good. I feel flattered, and I also feel a proudness of myself when I'm able to shut it down.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I look at it stuff as like there's a level and stuff of like saying no that I'm like, yeah. I get it. Like, because wants and needs for me.
Yeah.
Right? Like, hypothetically speaking, like we were saying earlier, every man probably want to fuck every woman in the world. I'm like, but do you need to?
Right.
So I look at it stuff as like, I got other shit on my plate or in my walk in the world, my walk with God and my son and this, that, and the third, whatever, right? But I look at it stuff as where I want to say, if I got somebody, if I'm seeing somebody and stuff, whatever, already as is, I'm just gonna make everything and stuff like, water the grass. Grass not green on the other side, green where you water it. So Let me water the grass on this side, call it a day, whatever, right? And I'm like, all right, it's watering, it's growing to something like a beautiful cherry blossom tree.
cherry blossoms?
But these motherfuckers wanna come check out these better roses over here.
Yeah.
They smell better. The cherry blossoms don't smell, but over here, feel how they feel.
How they feel, man. I mean, there's a shortage of men, and then on top of it, there's a shortage of good men.
That's a fact. That's a major fact.
There's a shortage of men, and on top of it, there's a shortage of good men. So you're always going to be in a high demand, whether we want to be or not, right? And it's just like you have some really decent women out there that it doesn't matter what it is, they won't budge from their morals.
And they'll,
right? And they'll stick to it. You have some really, really, really good women out there who are just they're overwhelmed by the need of compassion and will falter,
Mm-hmm.
right? And the despite the fact that they're they're morally intact or whatever, like they'll falter and they'll say, "Hey, like I need somebody. I need companionship, and if this is the only way I'm gonna get companionship,
So be it. So
because
be it.
there's already a shortage of men on top of a shortage of good men,
Yeah.
so be it. So be it." Then you just have the ones that are just straight up termites,
What's that mean? It's just
and they going for that wood.
You lost me in the first half. The second half, I came right back home.
It just it brought you in.
It brought me right
It
back.
brought you in.
I was gone the first half, but I was there. You're right, man. It really is a shortage of good men, and that's crazy because I never really looked at it and stuff to that perspective. But I understand now why. Because it's something I guess they desire. Going back to the desire thing,
Yeah.
they desire a good man,
Mhm.
right? And I want to say, shit, it's full circle. Even social media and stuff is showing them what a possible idea of what a good man may look like.
Right.
And now, let's say either you or I come into like in their crosshairs and stuff in like real life, and then like, it's not a myth. It's not an internet folklore. You guys do exist.
Yeah.
But I thought the slogan was the good ones are either taken or gay. So I look at it stuff as like, if I got scoop, they're like, no. They're like, no. You men slip up. Yo, I had a woman at a former job before. Pod talk. I had a woman at a former job and stuff. Legit. I think I told you in the past. She tried to throw it out there every time we're on the shift together.
Mhm.
Every time we're on the shift together, I'm like, yo, at the time I was married, I'm like, yo, boss, wagwan.
Yeah.
I'm married. She said, all men cheat.
Mhm.
And I was like, leave me alone. I don't want to be all men.
You don't want to be all men, but you know what I mean? You're the conquest.
Go conquer somewhere else, man. Christopher Columbus
You're
is.
the conquest.
Christina Columbus.
Especially if they're in the especially if they are of the attitude of all men cheat, then some way, somehow I can make you cheat. That's the attitude. It's the attitude.
Interesting. Do you feel like you can make every woman cheat? Just like you were single. I feel like I can't make every woman cheat.
I don't feel that way.
Yeah. That's
But
some arrogance, man.
But to flip it around, we're not out there saying all women cheat.
That is true. That is very true.
So we're already operating from a position where we believe there's certain women out there that's definitely just not it. They're operating from the position that all men cheat.
That's fair. All right. Good talk.
You know.
This is the question of the week, man.
Question of the week.
Question of the week. To tip or not to tip?
That's what she asked.
Score. Do you tip?
I tip.
You tip.
Yeah.
I hear a lot of people and stuff holding back on the tips now. I want to say, especially when it came to some of the places stuff where it's not even a place where you're sitting down as an establishment.
Okay, so yeah, if I go up to the gas station,
Are you okay?
If I go up to the gas station and your little POS machine got a little handwritten sticker on it that says tip, fuck you, buddy. Okay? Fuck you. I don't curse often, but this deserves a curse word. That deserves a curse word.
Which store hurts you? Which business hurts you?
Where is it not? Where is it not? Do you not see it now?
So I spoke to somebody and stuff, whatever, right? And this one guy, I love it. I said, Smooth and I are gonna have this conversation. The man said this. He said, when you go to Home Depot,
Yeah.
right? You go to Home Depot and you need lumber and stuff for like whatever the hell you're building at the house and stuff like that. You pick out the lumber and everything, and they call the Home Depot person to come out, get the lumber, and they use the cutter and cut it to the perfect dimensions that you want. Do you tip them?
No.
Why am I tipping anybody at a restaurant that's supposed to do their damn job?
You know what?
That's
You know what? That's very sound logic. That's very sound logic. I have no arguments against that logic.
He's like, this person went above and beyond out of their job description
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
Cut the dimensions that you wanted and everything and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
He probably don't even work in that department.
but he know he had to get trained for it to do the damn job.
Mhm.
I'm starting to look at tips different because of the fuck you earlier that you said.
Yeah.
It's coming up everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Like I'm looking at places and stuff where I'm like, the transaction was the same before you added this to your debit machine or your card machine. Why now are you asking for a percentage of tip? What's changed?
Yeah.
And I'm realizing stuff. I'm like, yo, everybody wants a tip.
Everybody wants a tip.
I saw a video and stuff at her earlier in the week. It was a black woman. She went to let's say an Asian restaurant, and she goes to pay her bill.
Mhm.
She pays her bill and stuff for this. To say the bill and stuff for herself came up to like, we'll say $28 and change.
Okay.
Right? Because she like, it's lunch. She gonna get the lunch and stuff and call it a day. And she paid $28 and change.
Right.
The waitress took the money, took the receipt, went back and called the manager, and the manager's like, hi, why aren't you tipping? So the lady's like, yeah, I work $2 an hour. So she's like, well, the federal law, like minimum wage is not $2.
Yeah.
You need to pay your workers a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're still supposed to tip. And he kicked her out the restaurant.
For not tipping.
For not tipping. To tip or not to tip?
I don't like the fact that it's expected.
Yes. Uber Eats pisses me off when it comes to that, whatever. But then somebody, again, another conversation I had with more individuals.
Yeah.
I have no problem using Uber Eats if I know like it's a Cobra Clutch day or some shit like that, whatever, because it's rare I use it, right?
Right.
My thing and stuff is that I have a problem with tipping before I get my food.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tip you for you to finger fuck my food or possibly eat my food and all the above.
Yeah.
We're not doing that. Let me get my shit mind, body, and sound and see how ready it is.
Like the one post I seen. Dude.
Why am I laughing? I'm already laughing.
Dude is in the washroom taking the piss while somebody's orders on his store right beside his leg. I'm saying to myself,
somebody has to die. Somebody has to, no, somebody has
already got his tip.
And he got his tip already. Nah. Show me your immaculate service. I have no problem tipping.
Yeah, that's me.
It has to be immaculate. But if you're doing the range of your damn job, I don't understand.
Yeah.
Why didn't you go above and beyond?
Yeah.
Like I look at stuff as like, I went to a restaurant one time and stuff like that. I was on a date, right? Even my date said something and stuff. She's like, well, damn, she's like totally fucked off and forgot about us.
Yeah.
Because we even saw her. I don't talk to either the bartender or somebody at the bar. And she was just there chopping it up like, yeah, totally, yeah. I'm looking like, fam, we want another drink.
Yeah.
And I was like, so I'm like, excuse me, you know I'm an asshole.
Right.
And then she's like, oh, sorry about that. What can I get you and stuff? I'm supposed to give her a $10 tip?
I won't name any names, won't name what restaurant, but I refuse to give a tip for horrible service. If the service is bad, I'm not tipping.
Point blank.
Yeah,
but they would still expect tip.
They still expect it to tip, but I'm not tipping.
We're back to what you were saying.
Yeah.
You don't like it when they expect you to tip.
Yeah.
So I'm like, should we still be tipping? We'll see. We'll see what the future holds. Let's get to the Axe Sons. I want to know that restaurant. We're going to talk after this. First Axe Sons comes from B-Train 70. Which industry is more corrupt than anyone's ready to admit it?
Legal?
Like lawyers?
Yeah.
Talk about it.
I think it's way more
A little handshake with this judge and stuff, whatever. So you'll let your case slide.
Yeah, that and not only that, the fact that you can know the law so perfect that you know where the loopholes lie
That's
to
true.
get yourself to get yourself free or to get somebody free.
I was saying like food and agriculture.
Mm.
And the reason why I said that and stuff whatever, because I look at it stuff as where I'm hoping you saw Food Inc. before, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, look at Food Inc. Right, and Food Inc. went to specific heavy hitter name companies.
Yeah,
like Tyson was one of them and everything like that. Tyson's still making chicken.
Still making chicken.
So I'm looking at stuff. I was like, why are we still buying from them? But I'm looking like, yo, it must be a payola shit that I don't know or something like that. Or it's bigger than Nino Brown. I don't know.
Bigger than Nino Brown. Man.
Yeah, because I look at stuff, I was like, yo, this shit is crazy and stuff. But I'm like, even like recently, sometime, was it earlier this year, maybe last year, I saw a thing about ketchup. And like ketchup was like a red glob or some other shit, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, so, and it's not really the ketchup like in the package. It's like a whole bunch of paste and maybe this much tomato and this other dye and this other dye and everything like that. So now when I go to the grocery store, I look at ketchup now, I'm like, I need to live life without fucking with ketchup and stuff, whatever.
Right.
After the shit I saw,
right.
Ketchup is still being sold.
Ketchup is still being sold.
Everywhere and distributed. I'm like, did you guys not see the same shit I saw?
Marv, this is when you asked me with me being more spiritual. I hate people. I told you. Because they know. And it's willful bliss.
You did say that, sir.
It's willful bliss, Marv.
You're absolutely right. I do
apologize. Yeah, I feel your pain because it's willful bliss.
Yeah. That's built different. That is definitely built different. All right. Next question comes from next question comes from
wait. Before we go to the next question, because since we're here now, right? The government of Canada is now allowing cloned meat.
I feel like it's already been here.
I feel like it's already been here as well, right? And what they're saying is the classification has changed, so they don't have to notify you and let you know that it's cloned meat, right? You're right. I feel like it's already been.
It's already been.
It's already been here happening.
I saw a tray. Say, I don't know. Was that? Say I was probably trying to make tacos and nachos or some shit like that one time, right?
Right.
So they got the tube, like how they package the ground beef into like it looks like a little tube thing.
Yeah.
You've seen it before, right? I saw that, and then say for that whatever at the time and stuff, whatever. Cause I think it was less than like a kilogram. We'll say ballpark $11.
Okay.
Right. Then I saw this tray weighing more than that for $9. So I'm like, my spider sense is telling me something's not 100, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then I caught somebody else from, I'm not gonna say the chain and stuff, whatever,
right,
and everything. I still buy other shit from them, whatever.
Yeah.
But I seen a guy putting out like the packaged meats and everything like that. I said, yo, my guy, why is this cheaper than the one with the whole fancy label and photo and everything like that, whatever, right? But this one has more than this.
Yeah.
He's like, he smiled, he smirked, he's like, I just work here, bro. I'm like, I don't like that answer. Why you smile when you say that, whatever, right? He's like, because there might be a little ground up of this and might be a little ground up of that, and it might be packaged like that. So I was like, I said too much, and then he just pushes the cart and goes right back and like behind the flappy back, the flappy door. And I was looking like, you motherfucker.
You're gonna have to kill me now.
So I'm looking at stuff. I was like, yo, I'm not digging this. And I think like maybe a year or two after that, they said something about like, most of those things and stuff are like part ground beef, part ground pork. So I'm like, if you're a person that you're anti-pork, whatever, they package this bitch as ground beef.
It's ground beef.
Foul. Corrupt.
Yeah.
Well, All right. Can I go to the second one?
You can go to the second
All
one.
right. All right. Second question comes from Mz.Jade. Mz.Jade says, "What's a phrase immediately make you not trust someone?" Oh my God.
Trust me.
You know what?
Trust me.
My thing, my hairs stand up when I hear like, so if I'm signing some shit, like you don't need to read the whole thing, just sign.
Yeah.
Nope. I need 10 minutes. I don't trust anybody. Just sign right here. Just sign right here. All right, let me just read over this. All right. See the other one, there's some other people that just sit silent
Mhm.
and be like, all right, he's one of those reader types and just shut the hell up and let me read. Cool, kosher. And then the other ones and stuff for there to be like, yeah, you don't need to read all. It's just saying the same thing here. Just sign here, next page here,
Yeah.
and here.
Nah.
No.
Let me read.
No. I don't trust
Let
you.
me read.
But trust me, yeah. That's a dodgy line.
Yeah, that one's dodgy.
It's dodgy. All right. The last question comes from Donwon. How can you identify whether a woman is attracted to you? I don't know. Like for me, I'm oblivious. I've been told
I'm oblivious as well. But I think I'm going to say the eye contact.
When they do the squint,
When
the eyes get low.
Not when the eyes get low, but when they're constantly trying to make sure that your eyes meet for. Like you ever know?
I thought that's just respect.
It's respect, right?
Okay.
But some women will use that to let you know they're interested in you.
Really?
Yeah. They'll pay you the utmost attention. Like they'll like, because you talk to some women, you talk to some people, they'll every now and then they'll look up, glance at you, right? You
Right.
continue talking, they might look away. But if they're constantly looking at you like, bitch, when did I become so interested? You know what I mean? If they constantly looking at you,
so short, smooth. You're a great man.
I'm just saying, you're hanging on my every word at this point.
That's true.
Right, yeah.
But and for me, I just look at it stuff as conversation. So, okay, my question to you was stuff is that, would you think women would feel the same way in the opposite? Like, how do you know a man's interested in you? So I'm now paying attention to the conversation, right?
Yeah.
Because I heard, I guess when I'm talking to certain people, I'm trying to pay attention to whatever you're saying or the person's saying.
Right.
And I'll just head nod and stuff, whatever. Like, okay, I understand that part. I understand that part and stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
And they're like, I just like how you hang on every word that I say. And I'm like, what do you mean?
Yeah, I see it. I see it.
So
But if it's somebody that you're genuinely interested in,
pursuing
right?
is different, right? But then again,
No, but okay, let's say if somebody you're genuinely interested in,
okay.
right? Don't you feel the urge to like keep the conversation going, like keep the conversation flowing, and not make it like, not necessarily make it end, but you kind of want the conversation to continue. So you maybe not use like close-ended answers, or you try and have it open.
So in general, I try not to leave things in close-ended aspects and stuff, whatever. If you can see from the podcast material or whatever, right?
Right.
Like I look at the stuff as where there's gonna be like even a topic or a question and stuff is gonna be something where you can expunge on and go a little bit further on and stuff like whatever, right? But I know for a fact that like let's say if it's a woman and stuff, whatever, we might have this interaction and stuff where we have like all the time in the world.
Right.
And we might have this situation and stuff where we might not have the time in the world. Like let's say this. There's a few nurses I work with, and some of them are dope to have conversations with.
Yeah.
Right. And I look at it stuff as where I'll just have like regular, like maybe podcast, try a podcast topic or two and stuff with them and everything. But I know for a fact that like, yo, they got patients that might need them.
Yes.
So I won't look at it and stuff to try to keep them forever and stuff. But what about this? Or what about this? I let it rock.
Yeah.
But then if I hear later and stuff like, oh, you have a fan club. I was like, how, Sway? What the fuck did I do? Like I did nothing. All I did was have conversation.
Don't sell yourself short, Mark.
I'm going home. I'm going home. Yo, bring it in. Yo, I appreciate you for that one.
Don't sell yourself short, Marv. No, because again, we're here talking. We're here again talking. I think because we're so used to being conversationalists and having people stop and
I think that's what
I think
you're
that's
right.
what it is because, bro, there's a lot of people where the same that same person who stopped and they gave you that small chit chat.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure there's people she walks past, and if they
Yes.
try to say something, again, it's the short, dead cut answers.
You're right. There's a guy who works in housekeeping and stuff because like she got a big booty.
Right.
She, like I said, she has a big booty and stuff like whatever. But there's a guy in housekeeping and stuff,
Yeah.
whatever. He's like, yo, she going so stush.
Yeah,
And I
because
was
she
like-
don't like him.
I was like, she chill, dog. She chill.
Yeah,
Like,
she chill to you.
mm,
You're a good conversationalist, and she likes that.
I
But those she
understand.
don't like, and if she's even into you even more, then she's gonna be hanging on that every word,
I get it.
right?
That's fair.
And the attention is gonna be that much more. You'll notice you'll be like, shit, is there something in my teeth? Like, why are you staring at me so extra hard?
She has a husband and kids. I don't know. Like,
Conquest.
Ah!
I'm gonna call this episode Conquest.
The conquest.
I'm calling this episode the Conquest.
Can I get a thumbnail with me with shirt off, an AI Marv with the waist crashing behind me? Like, what the hell? This is crazy. This is life.
It's life.
All right. We are here. We are here at
We're
the
here.
end, man. We are here at the end. I appreciate you. You've taught me a lot today.
Mm.
I've learned a lot today. That
It's
I'd
good.
have.
It's good.
All right. And this with Associated Sons, a little weekly motivation for y'all. Associated Sons this week says, appreciate those who will stand in the rain with you when they have a choice to stay dry.
So says the Sons.
Yeah, some people can just watch you, like some we're talking about again, the whole thing where some people losing their, their belief in God when everything's bad going in on them and stuff like that. And some people might go a little bit further and beyond to kind of help a person out when they don't need to,
Right.
because, maybe either they're naturally a good person such as yourself, or they just really just like to see people win.
Yeah.
Right. And then like, all right, you're in the trenches now. Let me help you a little bit and stuff. And I'm pretty sure you can find your way and stuff, whatever, after that. And the sunny days are coming.
The sunny days are coming.
Right.
Yeah.
So that part. So Associated Sons, once again, appreciate the people who will stand in the rain with you when they have a choice to stay dry.
So says the Sons.
Well, folks, I learned a lot. Hopefully you learned a lot.
Hopefully you learned a lot.
We all learned a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah.
Thank you for the Ask the Sons questions. Keep them coming and stuff. We appreciate you guys and stuff. Don't hesitate to hit us on any platform and stuff and send the Ask the Sons questions.
You know what it is.
And yes, and stay well and keep well and stuff out there. And here we are at the end. And once again, thank you for listening to the Podical Sons. Like, comment, subscribe, all the above. Hopefully we earned that subscribe for you and stuff. If not, next episode, I promise you we might do that as well. But thank you for listening to Podical Sons. And remember, the difference between genius and stupidity is that genius has its limits. Peace and love, y'all. Y'all keep well.
Peace.
The Podical Sons with Not Your Average Joseph and Sofa King Marvelous.